This conference will now be recorded.
So in our program, first we go with manual testing. So I'll be discussing the content here, how I'll take you the manual testing. I'll give some content here so that you can go along with that. First, I'll give you the introduction. Manual testing. The software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle models, we'll see, SDLC models. Then we'll discuss about agile principles and agile methodologies. Cluster. So, Scrum framework. That agile Scrum framework. Then we'll try to understand the levels of dynamic testing. Like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, UAT, user acceptance testing, like that. Then we'll try to go and see that test design techniques. And that we'll try to understand what is static testing, what is dynamic testing. Try to go and understand briefly like what is white box testing. What is black box testing? Like that. Okay, the techniques and the techniques. Then once we understand this techniques part and all that techniques, once then we go and go into this process, software testing lifecycle process. What is that? Software testing lifecycle process and implementation. So first, all the software process discussion, and then templates, all project related templates, and workshop, then defect life cycle, then database testing, and like reporting tools like Jira or QC or ALM, we try to understand. Okay. As a part of this manual part. Then later we'll start Selenium. If anything is missing, we'll discuss. But just in that part of when I start Selenium, I'll give you the content. Okay. So just we are planning, you may see that only 15 points, but if you go briefly, we can see so many things here. And apart from that, system testing types also we have. So before that, the system testing, one more thing we need to discuss, that is just types of system testing. will also be, this all will cover during our program. And by the end of the program, as I told you, so we'll give you some workshop and we'll take some mini project and we are going to work on that so that by the time, okay, by the time you finish this manual part, you will be able to write the scenarios, you will be able to write the test cases, you will be able to execute them, you will be able to find the defects and reporting, how to report defects through template, through tool, you will be able to know. So simply, I can say you can manage 2 3 years experience with this knowledge. So that level you will be. So that level of confidence you can gain. No worries about that. I'll take care of it. But don't miss the session. Okay, that I'll mention. The rest I'll take care of it. Next. So here I'm just placing one folder here. Let me try. Right. Okay. So first, as I told you today, I will discuss about introduction. Let's say today, as we don't know anything about software testing. Yes, we are new to the software testing. Yes, so that way we start from zero. Okay, so introduction to, generally what we are doing as a tester, we are a test engineer, right? What we are supposed to do, we are supposed to test some software applications, right? Right. So softwares that they develop, the developer which they develop, we need to test it and make sure that the software is working as per the client requirement, right? So what are the client requirements? How this client is going to give the requirements? How the process it will? Just try to understand. Here, there is a client, let's say, or customer. Okay, this customer is approaching some vendor. Who is this vendor? Some development company. Let's say the customer is some Citibank. Okay, and example I'm telling. Example, customer is some Citibank, and the vendor is something like TCS. Example, let's say the vendor is TCS company. Now what happened? Now client Citibank people, they need some software application, so they gave some requirements. They gave some requirements to ask this development company to develop. Now TCS people, what they will do? TCS people means all this TCS people contains development team, business analyst team, BA, okay, business analyst, developers, testers, designers. This all will be there, right? My voice is a bit slow. Okay, I'll raise my voice. Okay, let me increase the volume. Okay. right? So now this client is giving the requirements to the development company, and the development company is developing the software. Let's say they develop the software application. There is that. Let's say they develop the software application. Okay. Now after that, what they need to do? Let me drawing is there. Let's options. Drawing tool. Yes. Now what happened here is now the client is taking some requirements, and these requirements is given to the development company, and the development company is developing a software application. The software application need to be delivered again back to the client. But before delivering it to the client, we, the testers, should validate, right? We, the testers, should validate the software is working as per the client requirements or not. Okay, is the software application is working as per the client requirements or not? Whatever the requirements are there, they will give in the form of documents like business requirement. We'll say business requirement specifications, functional requirement specifications, FRS, BRS. So those documents we will have. Okay, we go through with the document, we will understand, we develop some test cases, we how to develop the test case. That is why we are here to learn, right? We are in the class. That we'll see. So our agenda is what to find the defects in the application. Okay, testers is going to validate them, or QA team, or testing team. Who is that? Testing team is going to validate this application and see that this application is meeting the client requirements. If it is meeting, then your QA is passed. Okay, you're testing all the functionalities are working fine. Once you give the assurance, then we can deliver it to the customer. See the process how it is going. Clients, we give some requirements to the development company. Business analysts will gather them, and designers will design it, and development team will develop that software. We, the testing team, will go and check that software for its correctness. Right. So once we check the for correctness, if it is okay, then it is being delivered to the client. This is a simple process. So simply what we can say, software development life cycle process also we can say. General life cycle, general application development life cycle. What is it? Basically, client, vendor, and that means it's a development company or any TCS or anything, whoever is a development company that we are part of it, where you are working. Are you working in TCS, Wipro, or any other, right? So some companies, what will happen, like some client may give this project to two different vendors, like on development one vendor, testing one vendor. It may be okay. That's okay. Our final agenda is as a tester, go and check that application. Fine. Right. So client is giving the requirements. We are developing the software, and after that, validating that software and make sure that we are meeting this customer requirements. If it is meeting the needs and expectations of the customer, then we can deliver it. So you think that you are only the customer, and you check that whatever you gave the requirements, it is that needs and expectation, it is meeting or not. So as a tester means what? It is nothing but indirectly you are a customer. Indirectly. Okay. Means you what customer wants, you are checking here. If you say okay, then only we will deliver it to the client. That level we are at. Means say simple. What exactly the customer wants, we need to make sure that it is there in this software. If anything is not there or anything is mismatching, then simply you can raise the bugs. Now that we are learning some terminologies like bugs, defects, and all, that also we'll try to understand. Let me clear this out. Now we are trying to understand some terminologies like error, defect, bug, failure, right? Right. What is this error? Generally, what is the word called error? Error is basically during development. While developer is writing any program, he may do some mistakes, right? While when developer writing some program, he may do some mistakes. They may do mistakes. Those mistakes made by the developers, what you can call as mistakes made by the developers, are called or results in error. Because developer in the development area you wrote some incorrect program, I'll say it is an error. When you compile it, you will get it error, but I will not say I got a defect. Right? Simple as that. Similarly, in developer point of view, you will call it as error in any programmatical error, syntax error, like that you'll say. But what about defect? Or defect I can say, fault I can say, okay, issue I can say, okay. What are all these? This is nothing but expected behavior of a system, of a system or software. I may use the word C, software I can use, system or I can use, or application I can use same. Okay, expected behavior of the application is not matching with the actual behavior of the system. Actual behavior of the software or system is called a bug, or defect is called defect. You can tell in any way. Okay, it's not like whatever I type, you should tell the same way. Since first one, if you understand the requirement, understand what is the concept behind that, you can tell. Anything which is not meeting the customer requirement is also a defect, right? The customer asked something and a developer developed something. What it is, it's a defect. Customer, simple. Customer asked username field. Suppose this is my application. Okay, this is my application. Okay, customer asked some username field here, user ID field. Okay, this is what the customer asked. But what happened later? This is your expectation. What is customer requirement is this one. But when developer developed the application, if you go and see that application here, instead of user ID, OTP is there. OTP concept, OTP field is there. Okay, this is the requirement. This is your application. Okay, so after development, before development, this is only in the document. It is there like this. Okay, this is in the document. In the document, they said like user ID should be developed, but developer wrote OTP and he gave you like this, and you are testing this one. So expected is this one, actual is this one. Are they equal or not equal? They are not equal. Expected behavior of the system is not matching with the actual behavior of the system. Then what I can say is an issue, or it is a fault, or it is a defect. If it's customer says UID, means developer also should develop UID only here, then it is correct, right? As simple as that. So expected behavior is not matching, means then it's a anything what customer is asking, that we need to have. The customer is What you're expecting from that software, that we need to check. If it is not there, then simply raise the defect or bug, right? So that way it should be. Right? Or bug, what is this bug termed as? Bug means what? Yes, you report the defect. Okay, every defect which you report may not accepted by the developer. Okay, only accepted defects, only accepted defects by the called bug. Means bug is also expected not matching with actual only. But what is happening? Sometimes you find the defect, okay, and you report to the developer. From developer point of view, it is working, it is correct only. Then developer is not accepting. Hello, ma, please check you once again. It is working fine. I'm not accepting it as a bug. Why is telling? Because it is working from his environment or from his side. So again, if when you cross check, it is really working. In that case, how can I treat them as a bug? You can treat them as a defect. Yes, of course, you can send it as a defect, but the defect need to be closed again. Why? Because it is working fine. Suppose the defect has been accepted. If the defect which you reported, like the OTP concept is there, I am supposed to get username field, but OTP field is there in that. Then developer says, yes, it is a defect. Please raise it. I'm accepting as a bug, and I'm going to resolve it. So accepted defects are called bugs, right? So the defects which are accepted by the development team, those things, those all we can consider it as a bugs. Okay, bug is also expected not matching with actual only, but when developer accept it, it is termed as a bug. Still, it is a defect. Defect, all defects may not be accepted, right, by the developer. Some may be working, some may not be working. So which are not working, he will accept it. So that way it goes like, but same bug, defect, failure ratio, all are same. But when you are using the terminology, just slightly vary. Okay. So accepted defects are called bugs. What is defect means? Expected or any deviation from the user expectation or anything. The developed software is deviating from the customer requirement. This is all you can say. See, if you ask me, if you have other definitions for defect means, or what I can say, or defect means what I can say, any deviation from user expectation. User means customer. A deviation from customer. Application is deviating, and any deviation means when you develop that software, it is not as per the requirement. Or defect means what I can say, anything which is not meeting the customer requirement. Anything which is not meeting the customer requirements. The developed software. Anything means the developed software here. Developed software which is not meeting the customer requirements. Okay. Or anything which reduces the quality of the application. But because of that defects, the quality of the application goes down. Quality becomes low, right? So we should make sure that quality is good. Our final agenda is to deliver a quality application to the customer. Quality means bug free, right? Bug free means no defects in that. Defects are there, the quality is low, reduced. So like you can define in your own way. But simple way, what is the expected not matching with actual. Now it is clear to everyone what is defective. Just type in the chat room. Just use your chat room. Okay. Yes. No. It will be easy for me to continue. right? Next, one more thing is there, failure. What is this failure? Yes. Now, failure is something like after delivering the software to the customer, after deliver the software to the customer, when customer is using the software, he identified the defect. When customer is using the software, means I can say when problem is identified by the end user while using it, or when customer is using the software, he or she identified the defect. He or she identified the defect. Then identified defect here we can't say in the when customer once application reaches to the customer, I cannot say defect, I cannot say bug. It's a problem. So when you are using, do you know about testing terminologies? Suppose I am the end user. I purchase some laptop or I purchase some mobile. Okay. After purchasing the mobile, I found some problem here. It's not working. So I'll say, I will not say I got a defect. I will say I got a problem, right? So the problem identified by the end user while using the system. A simple way, problem is identified by the end user while using the system. That means after purchasing the product, while using that product, you are getting the problem. Then you can say it's a failure, right? Generally, like what are the reasons for getting the failing the software? My question is, what is that? Reasons for failing the software. Before that, I'll give you this application flow. See, customer giving requirements, development team developing the software, then later software is being developed and we are delivering it. This process completely what I said, software development life cycle. So what are the phases in the software development life cycle? Phases in SDLC. SDLC means software development life cycle. Okay, software development life cycle. In this, first we go with the requirement collection, then planning, then coding, planning, then design, then coding, then testing, then delivery and maintenance. Okay. Now, what will happen? Why? What are the reasons for failing the software? This is the software development life cycle phases. Okay. So if by first we collect the requirement, then we go with planning, then design specifications will be ready, then coding people will start developing the application. Okay, pro coding means programmers will start developing the application. After that, they will give that application to the testing team. Testing team will validate that application, check for its correctness, and then it will be delivered. And anything maintenance part is there, they'll go through with that. Okay, so this part is there. But what reasons for failing the software? Maybe due to first only when requirements are collected, maybe we collected wrong requirements due to incorrect requirements also. The software may get failed, right? I mean, customer told something. Hello, mister, I want some user ID field. You wrote when you are gathering the requirement, instead of user ID field, you wrote OTP field. You itself took wrong. And after when you are delivering that software, you give OTP concept. and customer also didn't check it. You developed and gave when you developed and after delivering he checked. Then will he accept that application? No, he will not. So that's why early testing will be conducted. Why early testing means as soon as the requirements are collected, we need to go with the review part. We need to go with the review part and get approval from the client. Hello client, these are the requirements we have taken from you. Are they are correct? If they are correct, please give the approval so that we can go with the next level. Then there ends the matter. Otherwise, till the end you wait, till the delivery you wait, then you may give the wrong product. Are you getting my point? So first only we need to settle down. Yes, these requirements are correct. Then you can continue. Means then we'll start. Otherwise, what? The software may fail due to incorrect requirements. The software may fail or wrong design. Requirements are correct, but design part was wrong. The flow and flow structure was wrong. Okay, I need to navigate from A to B, but you wrote navigate from A to C. So you wrote something there, your design part was not correct, and you didn't took approval from the client. Okay, then also wrong due to wrong design also. Finally, the end product will be wrong. Clear to everyone? Please use the chat room. Okay, just type yes, yes, no. Like, okay, yeah. So that way it goes better way. Okay, what I can say. So one more thing is what? So wrong design also will reason one of the reason to fail the software, and also incorrect poor coding will results in the poor coding also results in the coding is not good. Design may be right, but coding may be wrong. Programming part which the programmer write the logic and all that was wrong. And finally, we delivered without testing also did wrong and testing inappropriate testing also due to inappropriate testing. That means the functionality developed wrong, but still you passed it. Yes, your work. Yes, it is pass. Simply you passed it everything. You didn't check properly. You ignored the test cases. Okay, the what you are supposed to check, you didn't check properly. In that case also, and finally the end product goes wrong. So the and customer may not accept that application. So these are the reasons for failing the software. Apart from that, some more points I can tell you what they are, like maybe due to wrong planning, okay, or unrealistic expectations, mismanagement. These all also goes to the like software failure. Okay, unrealistic expectations means what? Now you're a vendor. Now you are saying that yes, we are going to handle this project and we'll deliver it in 1 year, and you are giving promises to the client. You don't have any experience on that. You don't have you don't you are new to the IT, the newly launched, this company has launched newly, and you have accepted the new project, and you don't have such experiences. Okay, but still you accepted that project as a challenge. But in the middle of this, once you started the project, you have raised your hands that I cannot do, because due to it may be any reason. Why? Because initially you need to analyze whether I can do it or not. Initially you need to analyze, do we have enough resources or not? Initially we need to analyze, do you have proper equipments or not? Resources, software, hardware resources, human resources, uh, like on which domain they are asking that that appropriate resources, that resources we have with us or not, that related equipments we have with us not, are we going to deliver on time or not? These all analysis part without doing. Okay, you did, but without proper experience and all, you have directly blindly have accepted that project. And in the middle, You have simply raised it, raise your hands. So what you can see that word unrealistic expectations, due to which also software may get failures. That's okay. But here reasons for failing the software means maybe you took wrong requirements, or maybe the design specifications was wrong, maybe coding was wrong, or testing you didn't do properly. Due to these reasons, software may get failure, right? But what are the phases that you can see in the software development life cycle? Standard 6 phases, total 7 phases you can see. Requirement collection, planning, design, coding, testing, delivery, and maintenance, right? So what is our main objective here? So simply what I can say, what is software testing? Software testing means what? First requirements will be given. Okay, design specifications will be prepared. Coding part will be done. Okay, before that, it is all what? All documentations. The documents are correctly prepared or not, that also we need to check, right? Okay, so it is a process of verifying, are we developing a right application or not, right application or not. And also, let's say all the, are we developing right application means the documents are correct or not. Okay, let's say then all the documents are correct, then development team developed the software and we test it. So what you can call it as. And also it is a process of validating the developed, after coding what it is developed. Yeah, it is a process of validating the developed application. This developed application is working as per the customer requirements or not. As per the customer requirements. Okay, as per the customer requirements or not. As per the customer requirements or not means it is meeting the customer needs and expectations or not. Meeting the customer needs and expectations. Make sure that, or simply I can say software testing is equal to software testing is equal to V plus V. What is V? V stands for verification. What is another V stands for? Validation. You can simply remember verification plus validation, or you can say static testing, static testing plus dynamic testing. However, you can remember static means are we developing right application or not, all documentations correct or not, we should check. And also after developing the application, you are going to validate it. Validate means dynamic. You can feel that application will be ready. You can see, you can work on that. You can insert values. All these things you can perform on that. But before that, everything in the form of documents. Once it is developed, it is dynamic. So you can go and validate for its correctness. The validation part is called dynamic, right? Are we developing the right application or not? And also after developing it, we are validating for its correctness as it is meeting the client requirements, that is customer needs and expectations or not. We need to check. Okay. And the what is the main objective of software testing? Why we are doing this software testing? What is the main objective of software testing? What is the main objective of software testing? Make sure that we are meeting the customer requirements. So can I say conformance to the requirements? And what is our agenda to find the defects? And to what we need to do after getting the defects? reporting the defects, and also make sure that all the defects are fixed and closed. Make sure that all the defects are fixed and closed. And finally, delivering a defect-free application to the customer. Finally, deliver a defect-free application to the customer. That means a quality application to the so what I can say. So 100%, that means 100% risk free. Note, we are delivering 100% risk free. We are delivering 100% risk free application to the customer. Means 100% risk free. It means why I'm not saying 100% defect free. Any software application which we develop and design and test and give it to the customer, we will not give 100% defect free application. 100% risk free application we can give. 100% risk free means performance wise it is good, security wise it is good, look and feel wise good, everything good, but I cannot say there is no defect at all. Somewhere in the application I missed some full stop. Full stop missing means, is it impacting the business, customer business, is it impacting? No, right? But missing that full stop is also a defect, but that minor defect will not impact the business. So such things cannot, I cannot say even 1%, 1 point, that is dot or missing also is a defect. So how can I say 100% defect free? So any software testing will not prove this software is a 100% defect free. I will say bug free, but not 100% bug free. Okay, but I can say 100% risk free. Means there is no risk at all in when you are using it. That level I can get it, and I can give 99.99 assurance. We can give 99.98 like this assurance we can give, but not 100 out of 100. 100% defect free I cannot say. Hope you are getting that point. Any cosmetic issue, any minor issue that is not impacting the business, even customer also will ignore it. He don't mind it. So with the, and some defects which may not identify, like which is very minor issues, that is even though it is identified, it is not a major problem to the client, which is not impacting his business. Like just I said, like full stop or comma or somewhere you missed it. So this is not an issue, right? Unless it is a part of a customer requirement, right? Okay, so what I'm saying, 100% defect free I cannot say, 100% risk free I can say. Software testing never prove that every application which they deliver to the client is 100% defect free. They will give 99.98 assurance like that. Okay, that's why I said we deliver 100% risk free application. See, even if you go to big hotels and all to have a lunch, are you sure that they are going to deliver a quality food to you? Yes, they'll give you the quality food, you'll enjoy it, but don't you think that they don't do any mistakes in that? Mistakes means there is no defect in that. It's something like this. Sometimes you may get less spicy, sometimes you may get more spicy when you order a biryani or something, but the food is very tasty and you are enjoying the food and you are living that restaurant. That means are you complaining to the manager that is a bad quality or something like that? No, but still there is a minor issues, some ingredients may miss. That is not impacting the customer business of their restaurant. The people are coming, enjoying, eating and going, but they are not complaining for the minor issues. When they will raise the issues or complain it, suppose while eating the biryani you got some cockroach, then it is an issue. It is a major, it is impacting the business, right? So that level, so that way I can say. So any minor issues, some ingredients missing, small ingredients missing, but the quality of the food is tasty, you're enjoying it, and the customer is very happy and good, giving the good feedback and leaving. That's okay. When customer is happy, no issues at all. When customer is unhappy with the application, then there is an issue, right? So make sure that you should be happy with the customer. So that means whatever he want, we need to deliver it. As simple as, right? Okay, so for today, I'll stop here because as there is going another session is going to start, it seems. Okay, so just go through with this. I'm just giving the introduction part. Don't worry about anything. I'll give first. Learn the fundamentals, all the terminologies we'll understand, and then we'll slowly get into the process. And I'll take some mini project, like we'll work on some mini project so that you will be having getting some hands-on experience also. That level I will take you, okay, so that you can easily try with 2 3 years experience if you want, or you will be having that confidence. Yes, I can handle this. That level you can reach, I can assure that. Okay, so just go concentrate on this and give your email IDs. I'll share daily notes. Any doubts, please ask me. Are you able to follow me, everybody? Just feel free to ask me. It's not like hide and seek. Every question, everything, whatever you want, feel free to ask so that I am ready to explain you. Yeah, I said I'm sending, ma. Just wait. Need to testing tools. Yeah, here I'm 18 batch. I'll take your email IDs here and it all together I will send. Let me take your IDs one by one. You just cross check when I'm pasting on the notepad. Okay, this is your Sridas, I think. Sudhir. Okay, CSV. Next, Tanushree. Can you cross check if it is correct? Okay, or else send me the next parity. Please check it. Verma. Sudhakar. Please check it. Devi Reddy. Just check it. Email.com. Okay, 0007. Okay. What about others? I can able to see only few. Around 8 members are there, right? Only 6 only I got.